Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Sunday, July 17th slate of MLB action. I'm super excited to dive into it. Once again, we do have a full slate of MLB, and I am super excited to be keeping up with it all. I will actually be on the road as of tomorrow. I am going to be traveling just a little bit, just going about 2 hours away, but still just a nice little day getaway. So I am excited about that, but I'm also excited for this MLB. We've been doing really well lately, and we'll dive into it here in just a minute, but we have been doing super well here recently, so hopefully we can stay hot. But before I did just go ahead and dive into today's plays, I did just want to go ahead and say that we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do, and thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance, as I always say. Now, without any further ado, I did just want to say that we are only we're less than 400 subscribers away from that 7,000 mark, so let's go ahead and try to hit that here soon, you guys. But without any further ado, we'll go ahead and do a quick recap. But first, and boom, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you guys see it here again. We're back with the shades, with the sunnies on. We're back because we had another sweep, a 3-0 day today. So I am really excited about that. We'll do a quick recap. Like I said, we swept, but just in case if you guys did want to take a look at what the plays were. We did have the Mets money line in game one versus the Cubs at -140 odds. That one was actually really sweaty. It went into extra innings, but the Mets ended up pulling out with the W for us, so it ended up working out. Then we had the Braves -1.5 versus the Nationals at -145 odds. That one was a little bit nerve-wracking because of the fact that there was a delay in the game, so it did get pushed back. It was from like the 8th inning, or the 8th and 9th inning got pushed back because there was some sort of a weather delay, I believe. So it ended up getting pushed back, but while they were up by 3, by the way. But they did end up covering for us. Then we had the Mariners and the Rangers, no run first inning at -125, and that one also ended up working out. So a clean sweep on the day, another great day, and so hopefully we can go ahead and do 3-0. I'm gonna make you guys a little deal. If you guys are actually watching this and you guys are actively listening to this, if I end up going 3-0 again today, I will give away $50 to one random commenter on this video. So if you guys want a chance for that, make sure that you guys do comment down below. We need another sweep before we go into the break. It's bound to happen. We just need it. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's plays. Our first play of the day, we're going to be taking the Phillies run line here in the first 5 here versus the Marlins at -105 odds. Now, if you take a look at it, the Phillies, they are 11th when it comes to runs per game just over the course of the entire game. Miami is 13th. So Philly doesn't have a huge advantage when it comes to the runs per game, but I think that it's definitely enough of one. Also, Philly is 10th when it comes to runs allowed per game, and Miami is 12th. So once again, not a huge advantage, but Philadelphia, by the numbers, statistically, is a better offense and defense than this Marlins team. Also, Aaron Nola is going to be on the mound here for Philadelphia. He's been really solid this year. He has a 3.35 ERA and a 3.19 in his last 5, so he is starting to trend in the right direction. He also has a 2.61 ERA on the road, so he's been even better on the road than he has at home, and a 2.57 ERA through 7 innings versus the Miami Marlins. So as long as none of those earned runs do come in the early parts of the game, I think that we should be fine for this one. Also, if you take a look at it, in the last 6 games that Aaron Nola has started, he doesn't have a great first 5 record, but if you take a look at it, I don't think it's entirely all his fault. His offense has struggled pretty heavily in those games that he started. In the entire games that over the course of the whole game, so all 9 innings that Aaron Nola has started, his team has scored 1 run, 2 runs, 14 runs, 0 runs, 2 runs, and 3 runs. So besides for that 14-run game, he's actually not really had any offensive bats behind him. So I think that the Phillies do end up getting that turned around today. And also on the flip side of the mound, Trevor Rogers is going to be on the mound from Miami. And let me tell you, this is a pitcher that you definitely want to go ahead and fade, especially at home. He has a 5.42 ERA over the course of the season with a 4.44 ERA in his last 5 games. So he has been a little bit better in his last 5, but definitely nothing too crazy. He also has a 7.27 ERA at home this year and an 18.56 ERA through 5 innings versus Philadelphia. So not a huge sample size, just 5 innings, but I mean, still, 18.56, that's absolutely terrible. Oh, and also, not to mention, Trevor Rogers is also the 4th least profitable pitcher in the first 5 innings in the entire MLB. So I think that speaks so much volume. So I really do like this first play. I think that the Marlins, I bet on the Marlins in the first 5, and they've been doing very solid on defense, but they haven't been able to score these runs. So I'm taking a shot here. Phillies run line in the first 5 versus the Marlins at minus 105 odds. And if you want to take the money line for that game or for the first 5, I think that's a very solid bet too. I'm just not sure how juiced it's going to be. Now for our second play of the day, we're going to be taking the Brewers team total under 3.5 here versus the Giants at minus 121 odds. Now, if you take a look at it, Milwaukee is 11th when it comes to runs per game. So they're definitely not a terrible offense by any stretch of the imagination. They are kind of in that middle tier there. But the over and under for this game is set to 8. I feel like that there's a little bit going on behind the scenes that makes this over under set to 8 because the Brewers are a very solid offense and the Giants definitely aren't a, horrendous offense, so I do believe it should be higher. Also, in the last 5 matchups between these two teams, the Brewers have actually went 4-1 to this under. So I think that history is backing our side. So I think that is a very solid stat to target as well. Also, Logan Webb is going to be on the mound. He's been absolutely fantastic over the course of the entire season. He has a 2.82 ERA and a 2.37 at home. So he's an even better pitcher at home, and a 1.36 ERA in his last 5 games. So he is really, really trending in that right direction. I really love Logan Webb here in this position versus the Brewers. And also in the last 13 games for the Brewers, they're actually only averaging 3.38 runs per game. So they have started to struggle on the offensive side of things over the last 13 games. So hopefully, with all that being said, if they stick right around this average, we should be able to win this bet. So that is going to be our second play of the day. Brewers team total under 3.5 here versus the Giants at minus 121 odds. Now for our third and final play of the day, we're going to be taking the Diamondbacks and the Padres no-run first inning at minus 125 odds. Now Arizona is 20th when it comes to runs per game, and San Diego is 15th. Both these teams are kind of in that middle to low echelon when it comes to scoring runs in general. San Diego is also 9th in runs allowed, so they have been a very solid defense over the course of the season. Now Arizona is only 24th, so that is the one spot that does make me a little bit nervous for this bet. They are 24th when it comes to runs allowed, but I still think that they can get it done. Arizona is also 24th when it comes to first inning runs per game. So just runs scored in the first inning. They have not scored a lot of them. And San Diego has neither. They're 25th. So both these teams are not very good in the first inning. And I think that we do see a lot of value with that. Merrill Kelly is going to be on the mound here for the Diamondbacks as well, with a 3.36 ERA, a 3.4 ERA on the road, and a 2.7 ERA in his last 5 games. And he has pitched 4 innings so far this year versus San Diego and has not given up a single run. So hopefully we can see more of that from Mr. Kelly. And then on the flip side of things, for the Padres, they do have Mike Clevenger on the mound with a 3.79 ERA and a 0.9 ERA through 10 innings pitched versus the Diamondbacks. So he has been really good against this Diamondbacks team. So hopefully we can see more of that. So that is our third and final play of the day. Diamondbacks and the Padres. No run first inning at minus 125 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys are subbed. But that's going to do it for me. This is King Sander signing out. Peace.